All right, so right now I want to talk about whether or not women actually follow your lead. Do they even trust you to lead? Okay, so do women trust you enough to follow your lead? Do they buy into your frame? Do they trust your decisions? You know, do you come across as confident and self-assured? Do you look like you even know where you're going in life? You know, to the point where she'll buy into your frame, because once you start dating a woman, it's very important that she buy into your frame. In order to get a girl to even go out with you on a date, she needs to buy into your frame. She needs to want to become a part of your world. She needs to want to explore your world and be a part of that. You know, but if she doesn't think that she could trust you to lead, if she thinks your world sucks and your lifestyle sucks, then guess what? She's not going to want to follow you down that path. She's not going to want to be part of your team, part of your tribe, I should say. Right? So you have to ask yourself, do women trust you to lead? You know, this is why you see a lot of these incels, these beta cucks. I love to pick on these guys, these male feminists, you know, these guys out there at the Women's March wearing the pussy hats. These guys don't get laid, and they're constantly surrounding themselves around the feminine. They're constantly surrounding themselves and cheerleading for these women and empower women, more rights for women, more power for women. They're doing all that all day long, yet these girls still won't have sex with them. Why is that? Why can't these guys still get laid even when they're there totally supplicating to women, totally validating them? Why can't they still get laid? The reason why they can't get laid is because it's part of women's biology, part of women's psychology, to not procreate with weak men, to not reward weak men, to not have sex with weak men. Okay? And these men who validate themselves to them and supplicate to them and try to identify with them are not seen as strong in their mind. They're seen as weak. They're seen as beta. If you're one of these guys, by the way, these girls don't even see you as men. Okay? They don't even see you as men. They see you as little brothers. You are invisible to them. Okay? They cannot trust you to be a man. They cannot trust you to lead. Therefore, they choose not to have sex with you. You know, whenever you try to like get a little romantic with her, get a little touchy-feely, that's why she kind of pushes you off. That's why she kind of backs away, because she can't trust you to be a man. Right? Obviously, she can't, because you identify more with your feminine than you do your masculine. And at the end of the day, even the most hardcore feminists, okay, even the most hardcore feminists are sexually aroused by men who are still willing to be men, by men who are not willing to abandon their masculine in order to be more feminine. Okay, and that's not a whole lot of guys left that are willing to do that these days, unfortunately. There's not a whole lot of guys out there like that. The more we get this red pill knowledge out there, hopefully the more we can start a movement, and the more we could get other guys to unplug from the matrix and kind of see the code and start adopting more of red pill awareness into their life. So really ask yourself, do women follow your lead? Do they buy into your frame? Or do they try to take control of the frame? Okay, because if she tries to take control of the frame and she constantly tries to lead, whether you're dating this girl, you're approaching her, you're married to her, it doesn't matter. If she tries to take the lead constantly, it's because she does not trust you to be a man. She does not trust you to lead. She does not think or feel that you are strong enough to lead. Mentally, physically, emotionally. She doesn't think you're strong enough. You know, she might see you as like a little beta bitch that'll cry on her shoulder, that she needs to take care of like a child, that she needs to play mommy for. The reason why I do so well in field is because I'm bold, right? I have complete confidence in myself. I'm self-assured. But most of all, I lead. I lead. This is why a lot of guys who see me walk into a venue that I've never been in before, and I see the hot girl surrounded by guys, and I literally walk up and go, whoosh, you, come with me. Whoosh. We call that the claw. That's a claw. A lot of times I'll claw these girls. Never seen her before in my life. I'll claw this girl. Not even kidding. Within seconds, in many cases. Sometimes it takes a few minutes, but within seconds, that girl will leave with me. Just because I'm communicating on such a deep and authentic and genuine level that she's never seen before, that girl will often take me home with her. Just because I'm demonstrating that type of boldness, that type of leadership, that type of belief in myself, that girl will easily leave with me and trust my lead. I've had girls that I've literally just met take me home with them, trust me enough to bring me home, not knowing who I am. I could be an axe murderer. I could be a killer, right? They take me home, bring me home to their apartments, their condos, their homes, their houses, let me sleep over, let me eat their food. They feed me. They take care of me like I'm a king, having just met me. And a lot of these girls are coming from relationships, whether they be dating relationships or marriages that ended. A lot of these girls are coming from relationships where they never did these things for their men. Men that have emotionally invested in them. Men that have given their lives and sacrificed for them. Men that have done everything right. They've never done these things for these guys, yet they do them for me. A guy they don't even know. Why? It all goes back to trusting my lead. They trust me to lead that relationship. No matter how temporary it is, she trusts me already, just because of the way I've approached her. You know, by the way, we call the claw. The claw is considered a high-risk approach. So half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. Half the time you're going to get blown out pretty hard when it doesn't work. That's why it's high risk, right? It's either going to work or it's not. Okay? When it works, it really works. When it doesn't work, you're going to take a hard-ass blowout. But that's okay. I like those odds, right? I like those odds. It's 50-50. But a lot of times when I do that claw on a girl I've never met and I'm feeling in the zone, that girl just takes me home. Okay, the last girl I did that to, literally, she pulled me. She was like, leave with me now, come with me. This was a girl who was at a venue where she was surrounded by 5 guys who had been working her all night long. She was sitting there for a good 2-3 hours. All 5 guys were trying to talk to her, exchange phone numbers with her. One guy wanted to take her to this fancy restaurant, all this stuff, buying her drinks, wining and dining her that night. It was a wine bar that I went to. I just walked into this place to use the bathroom. Literally, walked in to use the bathroom and I saw this girl. And I was walking out and I went, you, through these 5 guys, pulled her away from them. Who are you? She was like, my name's... Who are you? And I'm like, Matt. And I gave her that rock solid eye contact I teach you. That's all I did. I was like, Matt. I didn't say anything else. She just looked into my eyes. And the next words out of her mouth were, come home with me. That's it. That was our conversation. Who are you? What's your name? Matt. Eye contact. Come home with me. That was our entire conversation. And I went home with her. And we had sex. And she told me she's never done that before. You know, a lot of you guys will be like, oh, yeah, right, she's never done that before. I don't know. Maybe she has. Maybe she hasn't. The thing is, even if she has, I know as a pickup artist that this is a rare experience for her. It's a rare experience for the girl to do something like that. I know that. Because I know, just from going out as much as I do, almost never do I come across another guy who's that bold. Unless he's another pickup artist, an experienced pickup artist. Because I come across a lot of guys who do game out there, but they're not there yet at that level where they would like walk into some random wine bar to go pee and then see the hot girl and on their way out and be like, you know, most guys are not going to have the balls to do that, especially when she's surrounded by 5 guys who are much bigger than you. But I did, right? I did. And there was no security there that night to save my ass. I mean, I took a huge risk, but I did it because that's, you know, like I teach you guys, pickup is a lifestyle. It's not a light switch you turn it on and off. It's a lifestyle. It's the way I live. So I saw her, I was in it, I was feeling the moment, and I did that. Okay, and she took me home. And the reason why she did that was because Again, I was communicating to her on such a deep level that she can trust me to be a man. She can trust me to stay strong in my frame, and she can trust me to lead. Okay, because even when she was like, come home with me now, the next words out of my mouth were, let's go. Grabbed her hand, walked her out. Where's your place? It's that way. Let's go. I left my car there. I was like, let's go. Right? No small talk, none of this. Well, are you sure? You sure you don't want to drink first? Maybe we should get to know each other? No, I didn't do any of that. I just, as soon as she said, come home with me, let's go. That's all I said. We were walking back to her place. I kept the small talk to a minimum. She was like, where did you come from? Who are you? Every time she would ask me things like that, I'd say, is it that important? You'll find out within time. If we stay in contact, let's just enjoy the moment. Let's enjoy what's happening here. I think we've got something between us. I feel an energy between us. That's all I was saying. I didn't sit there when she was like, who are you? Where'd you come from? And I was like bragging about my job. I didn't do any of that, or bragging about my car. I didn't do any of that stuff, right? And in these situations where you have a pull happening, you want to say as little as possible, because the more you say, the more opportunity you give yourself to screw it up. The more opportunity you give the girl to look for reasons not to have sex with you. So whenever a pull is happening and I know it's on, I keep the conversation to a minimum. You know, she'd ask me, where are you? Where did you come from? Oh my gosh, that was so amazing. She literally said that. That was amazing. Where did you come from? Who are you? And I was like, I'm just a guy. Just a guy who walked into your life tonight. Let's enjoy this moment. And I'd grab her hand. We were walking towards her apartment. She had a penthouse. You know, and I talked about this girl. She turned out to be an engineer for Google. Graduated with a PhD from MIT. Very, very intelligent girl, right? Very intelligent girl. She designed one of the keyboards for Microsoft. She used to work for Microsoft. Won all sorts of awards. This girl's not even 30 yet. So she's very high value. She was beautiful. She's gorgeous. And I was able to pull that off. Just because I demonstrated my ability to lead. And she trusted that. I did something that very few guys are willing to do these days, which is just take the freaking lead. Be a freaking man. Stay in your frame. Stay strong in your frame. Have a strong enough frame where you pull the girl into your frame. That's what I love about the claw. It allows you to do that. It allows you to pull that off, to pull the girl into your frame. So ask yourself, when you're out talking to these women, you know, not even just approaching, but like women you're dating, women you work with, women in your family, do they trust you to lead? Or are they forced to take the lead from you because you're indecisive? You have no clue where you're going. You're not sure where you're going. To where they have to confiscate the lead from you and take over. Because there's nothing women hate more than having to take on the role of the man. No matter how much they tell you they like this equality and this egalitarian bullshit. No. At the end of the day, she's a female. She has a certain type of hardwiring in her brain. Don't pay attention to what's on the surface. All of this feminist indoctrination and blue pill conditioning. She's going to just regurgitate that shit just because she's trained to. Don't pay attention to that. Like I said, never pay attention to a woman's words. Watch her actions. If you let your woman take the lead, let me tell you, and you're trying to practice that equality shit and be egalitarian in your relationship, let me tell you, she will resent you for it. She will resent you. She will begin throwing hissy fits. She will start shit testing you a lot more often, just picking random fights with you. It's because she doesn't respect you. And like I said, when it comes to relationships, the woman must respect you more than she loves you. Okay? As long as that girl respects you more than she loves you, she ain't going nowhere. But the second she doesn't respect you anymore, she's gone. She's going to be in some other guy's bed. She's going to leave you. Even women you're not dating, women you work with, okay? Women you have no sexual interest in, they must respect you. Love is a byproduct of respect. Okay, love cannot exist without respect. A woman can tell you she loves you and not respect you. And if you're foolish enough to believe that, you will see what she does. Again, watch her actions, not her words. Because a woman can tell her man that she loves him, but still hop in the sack with some other guy. You know why she does that? Because she doesn't respect him. She doesn't respect her man. That's why she has sex with the guys behind his back. She might love him. She'll tell him that. But look at her actions. She has no respect for him. It's very, very important that women trust you. Women can trust you to be a man. And women can trust you to take the lead. Because part of being a man and part of being masculine is having the ability to lead. Lead the interaction. Lead the conversation. Okay? Lead the girl where you want her to go. Lead, lead, lead. Because if you don't lead, she will take it from you. And she will take the lead. And whenever the girl takes the lead, whether you're just conversating with her or you're going somewhere with her, it's bad news. Okay? Because she'll resent you for it. And you will pay the price at some point in time. Usually when she's in some other guy's bed. That's when you'll be paying for those mistakes. And I don't want that to happen to you guys. Okay? I don't want that to happen to you guys. So until next time, this is M. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also hit that notification bell up top so you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot when you guys actually subscribe. So do that now. For you guys who want to support my work and my content and everything I'm teaching guys here, the best way to do that is to jump into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach the most beautiful women on the planet. I'm talking 8s, 9s, and 10s. I teach you how to do all this and more in 7 Months of Mastery. More importantly, I teach you how to hang on to these women, how to date them successfully, and how to keep them chasing you. Okay, which is a little bit of an art in itself. But I teach you how to do these things in 7 Months of Mastery. So it's not only just a pickup course where you're gonna learn pickup game, but you're also gonna learn relationship game as well. Okay, so that's the best way to support my work is by jumping into 7 Months of Mastery. Like I said, the first month is only $1. And to get signed up, all you have to do is click that link below in my description box. It'll take you over to my website where you can get signed up. It only takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.